Wow, connection recall. Connection recall. I like that.
I do too.
It's our adventure recall. um, and our adventure recall is being able to take your dog into approved off-leash areas, and such as hiking. There's some parks around our towns that you can go off leash, the beach, really any place that, one, you can have your dogs off leash but is not secure. It's not fenced in. It's not, there's a lot of variables happening. There's some stuff that you may have wildlife. You may have some people on leash with their dogs and other people off leash with their dogs. Bikes, motorcycles, out camping. Gosh, it just kind of goes on and on. Sometimes it's even living in apartment or condo living, and you want to feel safe enough to have your dog stay connected with you. And there's just so many environments that you want your dog to be off leash in an uncontrolled environment, and being able to call them to you it's really important. And I believe that 99% of my clients in 25 years, like, that would be the ultimate thing, is to be able to have our dogs off leash and be able to call them back when we need them. It's fun to watch our dogs adventure. And I've taken a lot of time to really think about how I get my dogs in that situation and how I accomplish that. And the number one thing that has over and over come into my training and what's happening is getting a true connection with your dog. And when you have that connection, then everything else falls into place as you go through this. So every step that we're taking you through is truly building a connection that your dog wants to be with you. Your dog doesn't have intentions of leaving you because you're their survival. You're their person. You're better than the birds flying on the beach. You're better than that deer taking off. You have to have that connection to accomplish this goal. And that connection it's very passionate, it's very deep, and it's really all about you, not about the deer and people and the birds. And that's really what this course is about. We've taken a lot of time to build out all these little steps of what we do, how we're doing it, how to proof it, when are you ready, and what that looks like. So Rebecca, kind of get into a little bit more of that piece.
Yeah, the first piece that we talk about is hand feeding your dog, which when you get into this course and you think, I want to recall, I want to go out adventuring, and here I am, and I'm going to spend 5 or 15 minutes giving my dog food out of my hand, how does that relate? It gets back to this concept of connection. We start the very first lesson of this course with building, increasing, really solidifying that connection with your dog through one of the most important things of their life, which is their food. And so it builds from there. And I think a really important part of this course that I love is that although it's taught in lessons in the structure of this video course, the real concept behind it is that all of the lessons come together to make a whole, and it's really about living with your dog. We talk about keeping your dog on a leash, connected to you at all times, in the house, and we'll get into that in a video. We talk about wandering around with your dog on leash. Again, you're looking for an off-leash recall, and here we are talking about all this leash stuff, but it's about connection. And then we talk about phasing off of the leash. We talk about finishing the recall to get a really formal recall, not like a show ring, we're going into the show ring, but how to teach your dog where the position of of a come or here, as we talk about it in this course, a recall. Where do you want them to be when you say that word? And then we talk about what it's like to go out and about and adventure with your dog, and what that can look like, both as you're proofing it and getting out and about, and maybe your dog isn't 100% perfect yet, but you have a connection, and then how to increase the perfection of it until you get what you're looking for, what works for your life with a recall.
Yeah. It is very organic and real, and it takes time. And it is not something that you should rush. And we really talk about the feel of how do you know you're ready? What should you do when you think you're ready to take your dog off leash? Or you're going out hiking with us, you can kind of see what that looks like. You're going on this journey with us because it's the journey that we have both taken with our dogs, and the steps that we've taken with our dogs that we feel comfortable having them off leash. And, like Rebecca said, we start on leash. You got to start somewhere to show them and teach them. One of the funny things that I hear a lot is my dog follows me everywhere. I can't even go to the bathroom without my dog. You should celebrate that. You should celebrate that, because some dogs have no interest in hanging out with you, for one. But boy, when you have that and you start going out and about and adventuring, that's what you get out there. So don't push them away in the house or make them go away from you in the house and expect them to want to stay with you out adventuring and be out there off leash and stay connected into you. The other thing that, when I tell you it's all about you, is a lot of people ask about my dogs and seeing my dogs, and when I'm in training and going through this connection piece and making sure that my dog is connected with me, my dogs really don't just go running up to everybody to be pet. They'll acknowledge them, and then we move on. And that's because I'm the most important, and I want my dog to know that I'm going to give you better love than that person that's walking by, or the person that's stopped in to say hi. I'm everything to my dog. And in the beginning through that, I'm pretty selfish with them, that I'm not allowing a lot of people to have a lot of interaction. Not that I don't let them have interaction, it's just I don't let them have that deep connection interaction until I get it. And once I get it, then you'll see your dog go, oh, hey, oh yeah, thanks for the pet, I'm moving on with my person. And it's a magnificent feeling, I feel like. And it's what everybody strives for. So don't rush it, but go along this journey with us and adventure off leash, and it's absolutely amazing.
And if you have one of those dogs that is disconnected, Joe mentioned, sometimes people complain or comment that their dog won't leave them. But if you have a dog that does leave you and is not connected to you, this is a course. Yeah. This is the course for you, because even if you don't end up going hiking up in the high Utah mountains, but you want, like Joe mentioned earlier, your dog to come with you when you walk around your complex of your apartment or your condo, and you can walk outside with them in off-leash approved areas, and you want that connection, this course builds that connection. Yeah. Yeah. So wherever your dog is on the spectrum of following you everywhere, even into the bathroom, to being disconnected from you, this course will only enhance that connection and build it so that you can be off-leash together.
Yeah. Come along. We're going to have a lot of fun.